The sky above Los Angeles turned an apocalyptic orange. Thick smoke blotted out the sun, casting a strange, eerie glow over the city. Ash rained down like a grim, silent snow, coating streets and homes in a layer of gray. It was late December 2024, and Los Angeles was burning. Two massive wildfires, the Palisades Fire and the Eaton Fire, tore through the region, consuming everything in their path. The flames, fueled by years of drought and whipped by ferocious Santa Ana winds, seemed unstoppable. This was not just a disaster, it was a catastrophe of unprecedented proportions, a brutal manifestation of a changing climate. The fires were a terrifying spectacle. Walls of flame, hundreds of feet high, surged across hillsides, consuming trees, homes, and everything in their wake. The air crackled with the sound of burning wood and the frantic cries of fleeing wildlife. The smell of smoke hung heavy in the air, a constant reminder of the devastation unfolding across the region. Thousands of residents were forced to flee their homes, many with little more than the clothes on their backs. The fires raged for weeks, leaving behind a trail of destruction that spanned thousands of acres. Homes were reduced to smoldering rubble, their foundations mere outlines in the charred earth. Beloved hiking trails and parks, once lush and vibrant, were transformed into desolate wastelands. The once familiar landscape of Los Angeles was forever altered, scarred by the ferocity of the flames. The Palisades Fire, the larger and more destructive of the two blazes, ignited first. It began innocuously enough, sparked by a downed power line in the dry brush of the Santa Monica Mountains. But the conditions were ripe for disaster. Years of drought had turned the vegetation into tinder, and the Santa Ana winds, gusting up to 70 miles per hour, quickly transformed the small spark into an inferno. The fire exploded across the landscape, consuming thousands of acres in a matter of hours. The fire swept through the affluent neighborhoods of Pacific Palisades, Bel Air, and Brentwood, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. Mansions, once symbols of wealth and luxury, were consumed by the flames, their carefully manicured lawns and swimming pools offering little resistance to the inferno. The fire jumped highways, creating apocalyptic scenes of cars abandoned in the middle of the road, their paint blistered and melted by the intense heat. The human toll was significant. Thousands of people were displaced from their homes, forced to seek refuge in shelters or with friends and family. Many lost everything they owned, their lives upended by the disaster. The emotional toll was immeasurable, as residents grappled with the loss of their homes, their communities, and their sense of security. As we delve deeper into the connection between climate change and wildfires, it's important to understand how rising temperatures and prolonged droughts are creating the perfect conditions for these devastating events. You see, warmer climates dry out vegetation, making forests and grasslands more susceptible to ignition. And, well, once a fire starts, these dry conditions help it spread rapidly, causing widespread destruction. Moreover, climate change is also leading to more unpredictable weather patterns. This means that regions which were once considered safe from wildfires are now experiencing them with alarming frequency. The increase in extreme weather events like thunderstorms can lead to more lightning strikes, which in turn can ignite wildfires in unexpected places. Ultimately, it's a vicious cycle. Wildfires release large amounts of carbon dioxide, a major greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere. This, in turn, accelerates climate change, which then leads to more frequent and intense wildfires. It's a complex and challenging issue that requires immediate and sustained action to mitigate its impact on our planet and our lives. As the winds picked up, the wildfire's intensity grew, spreading rapidly across the landscape. The dry conditions and abundant fuel sources only made matters worse. It seemed like nature itself was conspiring to fan the flames. Brave men and women, equipped with hoses and shovels, faced the inferno head-on. Their determination and courage were the only things standing between the fire and total devastation. Day and night they battled the blaze, risking their lives to protect homes and communities. When the flames finally subsided, the true extent of the damage was revealed. Charred remains of forests, homes reduced to rubble, and lives forever altered. But amidst the ruins, a sense of resilience emerged. Communities came together, helping each other to pick up the pieces and begin the long road to recovery. This devastating event serves as a stark reminder of the growing threat of wildfires. It's a call for action, urging us to take steps to prevent future catastrophes. We must invest in better fire management strategies, support our firefighters, and address the underlying causes of these increasingly frequent and intense wildfires.